Prime Minister Harper, Public Safety Minister Stockwel Day, gentlemen. First, Mr. Day, it seems to me I've requested independent criminal investigations into media liaison and deputy commissioner. Yet all I've seen from you and your ministry is this clear brick wall of denial of service. Mr. Day, discrimination is against law in this country, and given you and your ministry's assistance within that issue for no other reason than to cover up child crimes atrocities by Canada's National Police Force, I am raising a serious matter of fraud within a breach of public trust, not only against you, but your ministry. Now, sir, I've been in this office for years with this file right here, trying to get some legitimacy within it, given all the complainants were abused by Canada's National Police Force within investigating their own. And unfortunately for you, we'll now be dealing with you and your ministry's criminal negligence over the issue. Mr. Day, we teach our children in school to respect the police. We put them on pedestals above all other. They are there to protect us and give their life to ensure ours. Although I sure didn't see that at YVR with Mr. Dzansky, I'll say. That was gross and negligent. Now, Mr. Day, when a child is abused by a police officer and they exercise their rights to file a complaint, then it's put the complainter where the abuse is on and the complainant, the innocent victim, a dynamic issue of child abuse, torture, criminal negligence, endangerment, and if there's a criminal element within the complaint, obstruction of criminal justice. Yet these issues of child endangerment brought to the attention of you and your ministry left unresolved as you continue to direct youth into an endangering issue being the Complaints Commission and the police's inherent disposition to abuse those that file complaints against them. Sir, I raise serious substantial criminal allegations against you and your ministry for criminal negligence as child endangerment, given criminal code statutes, and given that of fraud, issues of fraud within a breach of public trust. Criminal allegations, sir. Now, Mr. Harper, maybe you can explain to Canadians, let alone the rest of the world, how Canada's National Police Force could have gone unchecked from their disposition to engage in crimes against children and thus crimes against humanity. Sadly, let alone what appears to be a government involved in criminal activity, in covering it up, in covering up child atrocities, and absolutely no legitimacy. The fraud among us. As such, gentlemen, starting tomorrow, we'll be going over each and every complaint in front of the United Nations, the Committee of Torture, the Office of the High Commissioner of Human Rights, and the international community. We will explain the cells affair, the pounding of children's faces into the detachment room floor, most of which were children put into state care by the courts for their protection, only to be abused by Canada's National Police Force. The second wave of the residential school disaster, sir. We will explain why each complaint was filed, as how the complainants were abused, and to this day denied closure by those more intent to engage within the dynamic realms of their torture than ever be accountable for their criminal negligent actions within the abuse to children. We are more than confident the international community will draw its own conclusions to the legitimacy of not only Canada's National Police Force, let alone the failed judicial system as a result of it, as to the government that supports it. As to the government that supports crimes against children, crimes against humanity, and then maybe to stay home. The perfect medicine for those whose only God is a dollar bill. And to hell with human rights. To hell with Canadians. And to hell with any legitimacy coming from the government-elect. Good day, gentlemen.
Sad reality when politicians' careers mean more than the children.